Welcome back to Locke Loses at Pokémon. Today I'll be playing the Fairies deck. There are a couple of different versions of the Fairies deck. This version is the Mega Gardevoir version. The deck is fairly complex, so I'm going to walk you through it one step at a time. We begin with Xerneas. Xerneas' attack, Geomancy, allows you to choose 2 of your benched Pokemon, and then search your deck for a Fairy Energy card and attach it to those 2 Pokemon. So he will allow you to ramp for 2 Fairy Energy per turn. We then want to manipulate that energy with Aromatisse. Her ability, Fairy Transfer, allows you to, as often as you like, move 1 Fairy Energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. So we get the energy with Xerneas, and then we move it around with Aromatisse, who is the evolved form of Spritzee. Once we have a good amount of energy in play, we are going to want to eventually attack with Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir's attack, Brilliant Arrow, does 30 damage times the amount of Fairy Energy attached to all of our Pokemon. We want to, as quickly as possible, get 8 Fairy Energy in play, so Brilliant Arrow for 3 energy will do 240 damage, which is enough to one-shot anything in this game other than Wailord EX. Mega Gardevoir evolves from Gardevoir EX, who is not a bad Pokemon in her own right. Her Shining Wind ability or attack does 100 damage for 3 Fairy Energy, far less than Brilliant Arrow can do, but this will allow you some defense because it eliminates her weakness to Steel, which absolutely destroys this deck. In addition to Mega Gardevoir, we can also attack with Florges EX. Florges' lead attack allows us to search for a supporter card and put it into our hand, or Bright Garden allows us to do 20 damage times the number of fairy Pokemon that we have in play, so anywhere between 20 to 120. Many fairy decks run a 3-3 line of Spritzee and Aromatisse. I've reduced it to a 2-2 primarily so that I can run a 1-in-1 of Kangaskhan and Mega Kangaskhan EX. I like having Kangaskhan in this deck because it allows us an attacker that doesn't just get obliterated by Steel decks, and his triple draw ability allows us to compensate for a lack of Xerneas in the opening game, and Mega Kangaskhan EX can do some pretty serious damage in his own right. This deck does some fairly tricky things. We use Fairy Garden as our stadium to allow us to retreat any Pokemon for free that has Fairy Energy attached to it so that we can get Xerneas out of active and get our attacker active. We use 3 Max Potions, which allow us to heal all damage from one of our Pokemon at the cost of discarding all energy. However, what we do first is move all that energy off that Pokemon with Aromatisse and then move it right back once we have healed, so we get to heal to full with Max Potion for free. We run 3 Gardevoir Spirit Links to jump straight from Gardevoir EX to Mega Gardevoir EX without having to end our turn. And supporter-wise, we run Dowsing Machine as our ace spec. Dowsing Machine will allow us to discard 2 cards to put a trainer card back from our discard pile into our hand, and there's many trainers that we can make use of, from your standard Versus Seekers to your standard Ultra Balls, and use Max Potion again after we've already used it once, and other trainers that we can potentially make use of. We run 1 Evo Soda, which will allow us to search for deck for our card that evolves from one of our Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. We can use that to get Mega Kangaskhan EX, Mega Gardevoir EX, or Aromatisse. We run 1 Startling Megaphone as a counter to Garbodor's Garbotoxin, because Garbotoxin will shut off Fairy Transfer, which will make us very unhappy. 1 copy of Switch in the event that we get Stadium locked or otherwise can't get Fairy Garden active. 4 Versus Seekers. 1 copy of Colress. 1 copy of Lysander. 1 copy of Lysander's Trump card in the event that we have too much Fairy Energy in our discard pile and we've got to get it back into our deck. Otherwise, we can't have enough energy in play to properly attack with Mega Gardevoir. 3 copies of N. 1 copy of Pokemon Fan Club to search for our Gardevoir EXs or our Spritzees, or potentially Xerneas. 3 copies of Professor Sycamore. 2 copies of Skyla. And 11 Fairy Energy. So, that is the Fairies deck. Let's go take it out for a spin. Fairies, Fire, and Psychic. Not ringing any bells. At least it's not friggin' Seismitoad again. We have a very good looking start. Let's start with Pokemon Fan Club to get a Gardevoir EX and a Spritzy. And I think that is going to be it for now. Now, let's go ahead and put the Gardevoir Spirit Link on just in case he has Team Flare gear to hose us with. Oh, wow. Not another Seismitoad deck. I am so sick of playing against Seismitoad. First thing we're going to do is Ultra Ball for a Mega Gardevoir. RNG at Mega Gardevoir and Sycamore. Put another Xerneas down and use Geomancy. Any day now. Come on. There you go. 4 Fairy Energy currently in play. Brilliant Arrow is doing 120. I need to hit 180, so I need 6 Fairy Energy in play. Alright, that end's not going to hurt us too bad. He's apparently hurting for energy. But not for Ultra Balls. Now he's going to bring Slurpuff active so that he can draw 2 instead with her tasting ability. While we can, let's go ahead and use Skyla. What would I do with Skyla? Sycamore's and Professor Fan Club. I don't need Pokemon Fan Club. I don't need another Xerneas, so let's bring out another Gardevoir for the Spirit Link down on her. I'm thinking Fairy Garden at this point. No. Evo Soda's better. Let's get Aromatisse. And use Geomancy. We now have enough to one-shot Seismitoad. We'll need a Lysander for that, however. He's tutoring. Is he tutoring for double colorless? There's Golbat. We're going to do another 30 damage to Aromatisse, bring it up to 50. Alright, now he's going to begin his item lock. That was a very lucky draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have enough to one-shot Seismitoad. So, bring up Fairy Garden. Retreat our Xerneas for free. Bring up Mega Gardevoir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 180. Yep, that's going to be enough. I can't use Versus Seeker, so let's one-shot Seismitoad. Yeah, Hypnotoxic Laser. Bummer. He's going to look for another laser, try to put Mega Gardevoir to sleep. But I can use items again. So how do I want to play this? I would really like to not be poisoned. Let's see if I can get a switch. Versus Seeker for... Oh, yeah, he's already conceded. Okay, well, there's the Fairy deck. You basically got a chance to see what it does, though it wasn't a particularly good match, but it's always nice to see Seismitoad get its butt handed to him. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.